Talk less and listen more. This is something that I have learned when I became older, as well as being in sales. I thought sales was just talk, 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 and pitch, pitch, pitch. But sales is actually more listening than talking. They call it silence equals sales. So the more you're silent, the more you actually get sales. Most people are scared to take pauses, just like I did there. Especially when you're not confident, you have to talk very, very fast. And you're not used to taking pauses and being one with the silence. That is something that I personally worked on and improved. The more confident you are in your sales ability and conversation ability, the more pauses you can take and become better in communicating as well as selling. It's actually in the pauses where you have control over the conversation. Because the one that asks the questions have control over the conversation. Because I can, with my questions, I can steer them where I want them to go. So, why should you listen more than you should talk? Because people are more interested in themselves than they are in you. They don't give a fuck about you, especially when you're selling to them. They care about their problems and their situation, not about you, what you do, what you have done. They care, how can this person help me specifically? So when you're talking to someone else, talk about their interests, what they want to improve, and what they like to talk about. That's why you always need to start out and ask or find out from research what they like to talk about, what they like to do, and then talk about that. I'm not gonna go to a dentist and talk about, let's say, surgeon, right? Maybe that's not the best metaphor, but I'm not gonna talk to one person in a niche. Like, I'm not gonna talk to a vegan and go talk about meat, for example. Because there can be vegans that are interested in sport, for example, but mostly not. But I'm not gonna talk to one person who I think is not interested in a certain subject, especially if this is a person I never met before. Me offending them is not gonna help them liking me more. Likability is just being like that other person and talking about those things that that person likes to talk about. So first you should actually ask and listen about what that person likes to do. So what do you like to do? Where you from? What do you do? Blah blah blah. Then now they talk for like 20 minutes. You know what they like, you know where they're from. So usually like this because they're from there. Okay, so you're from London. Okay, so you're British. Oh, so you like tea. Blah blah. You're gonna talk about where they're from. They're gonna talk about some other place where they're not from, where they probably hate. So it's more safe to talk about what they like and find out. If you're really good, you can do research or ask their friends, because then you will start talking about things and they think you know them, but actually you did research beforehand. And they're gonna like you even more because you talk about subjects that they really like already. And that's how you do influence, by listening more, talking less. Something that you will learn the hard way, and be one with silence as well, because silence equals sales and results. Be one with the silence, like this. Me myself, I speak very fast because my mind goes like this, but sometimes you need to slow down to take control over the conversation and be silent. Silent. Talk soon, guys.